Hey everyone, are you ready to connect consciously to manage your emotions and your life? Welcome to Connected Life. I'm Air Mays. Listen to my journey of overcoming both emotional pain and the accompanying physical pain and reconnecting to myself and the universe. Discover how emotional intelligence can transform your relationships and help you conquer chronic pain. Emotions cause both mental pain and physical pain and are often deeply connected to one another. Gain understanding into how all parts of our minds and our bodies are universally connected to one universal source. Through personal experience, powerful insights, and practical tools, we'll explore healing, connection, and the path to creating a life that you love intentionally, authentically, and deeply. If you have questions, please click the description and send me a text via fan mail, and I will answer as many as I can in the next episode. Find me on YouTube at My Connected Life. Thank you for listening. Now let's get connected.
Hello, friends. Welcome to episode 115. Today we are talking about emotions and your health, wealth, and relationships. So that's pretty much the topic that I go through here on Connected Life, right? How are you connected to all aspects of your life, all areas of your life? How are your emotions affecting your relationships, your health, and your wealth? So if you think about it, whatever things that you have going on emotionally, and you try to figure out, okay, I know that I have stress, or I know that I have a level of anxiety. I know that I have tension. What is causing that tension? What is causing that stress or anxiety? So for some of us, right, it might be work. It might be a coworker. It could be the amount of work. It could be a manager, a supervisor, someone who we think controls whether or not we have a job. It could be children, if we have children that cause us stress. It could be children with disabilities. It could be a spouse. Maybe our spouse lost their job and now we're stressed. Maybe we're in an abusive relationship. If you are, I suggest and I hope that you will take the necessary steps to get out of it, whether it's physical or verbal. We may have things going on with family, with friends. We may have experienced a loss or a death. We may have financial issues that cause stress. We may have other issues that kind of pile up or stack up, right? So maybe you have something going on at work, and you also have something going on in your relationship, in your family, and you also have something going on with your finances. So now we have three different things in our lives that are all causing stress, tension, anxiety. So at some point, our body reaches an overload. All right. So think about a glass of water. You have an 8-ounce glass of water, and you have a 20-ounce pitcher of water. And as you start to fill the glass, you have to stop when it gets to 8 ounces. When it gets full, that's all it can take. If you continue to pour water from the 20-ounce pitcher into the 8-ounce glass, it's going to overflow. All the water is going to go all over the place, right? All over the counter, all over the table, all over the floor, whatever it is. It's the same way with stress and anxiety, tension, emotions. This thing that I'm thinking, this thing that I'm feeling, this thing that I'm thinking typically leads to this thing that I'm feeling. If I'm thinking my relationship is going to end, then I start to feel like my relationship is going to end. Then I start to feel tension. I start to feel anxiety. I start to feel sadness. Maybe I start to feel anger, or maybe I'm disconnected in the relationship already and I feel loneliness. But in most cases, that starts with what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking affects how I'm feeling. So towards the end of this episode, I'll get to the point of changing how you're thinking changes how you're feeling and changes how your body reacts to the world. And of course, that affects your health, your wealth, and your relationships. But going back to, what are you thinking? And is what you're thinking and what you're feeling now causing other things to happen in your body? So when you go back to that glass of water that's run over, the glass has taken all it can take. Perhaps your body has taken all it can take. Your body thinks, this is enough stress. This is enough tension. This is enough anxiety. I can't take anymore. So what does it do? It starts to send you messages that it can't take anymore. Hello, this is your body. I can't take anymore. You keep throwing more at me or on me. Here's my way of getting your attention. Now you have tension in your shoulders. Now you have stress in your back. Maybe you'll get lower back pain. Maybe you'll get shoulder pain or a rotator cuff pain. Maybe your knees will start to hurt. Maybe it'll be slightly difficult to walk up and down stairs. Maybe you'll get a headache. Maybe you'll get a migraine. Maybe you will have something around your stomach or your gut. You'll feel nauseous. You'll get heartburn. You'll start to feel physically things that are going on in your body. And if you've listened to other episodes, you know that I've experienced chronic pain. Chronic pain caused by stress. Chronic pain caused by anxiety, tension, not feeling like I was enough as a child. And that manifested all kinds of symptoms over the span of my life. I would say starting with lower back pain, age 14, high school. Again, caused by fear, not being enough, not being wanted, not being loved. The causes of that and the reasons for that are for a completely different episode that I will not go into right now. But there are other episodes where I specifically talk about why that's happened and what symptoms and physical disruptions that has caused. So heart palpitations, not really headaches, but all types of pains throughout all areas of my body. Neck, shoulders, back, hips, knees, and feet. And at some point, swelling of the hands and feet, depending on certain things that I ate that had nothing to do with any allergies that I could ever be diagnosed for. It was dairy. So at the doctor, tested for everything dairy, every dairy item available, tested, placed on my body, placed in my body, zero reaction. However, if I have milk, if I have butter, if I have cream, if I have cheese, there was a flare-up. There was a swelling in the hands and the feet. In some cases, a knot on the back of my hand that was red and painful. Why was that there? If it was not an allergic reaction to the specific food, like dairy, well, anxiety, tension, stress, a signal from the body saying I can't take anymore, a symptom from the body saying I can't take anymore. This is too much. I've reached my limit. We go back to the 8-ounce glass. The glass is full, it runs over. Your body is full, it runs over. It sends symptoms and it says, calm down, slow down, meditate, do breath work, stop thinking about your partner leaving you, or stop thinking about your boss firing you, or stop thinking about your parents not loving you, or stop thinking about your children not being the way you want them or need them to be. That's causing stress. That's unnecessary. Your body says, I can't take anymore. Here's a symptom. Here's a symptom to get your attention, to signal you to stop thinking the way you're thinking. If you stop thinking the way you're thinking, you'll stop feeling the way you're feeling. The tension, the anxiety, the stress will go away. The physical symptoms will go away. So when we talk about a connected life and being connected to our mind, our body, our spirit, we have to look at various areas of our lives and say, what's going on? What's causing it? How do I feel physically and how do I feel mentally? Am I typically waking up every day grateful and happy and joyful and excited about my day? Or am I thinking, I really don't want to go to this job. I really don't want to be in this relationship. Maybe it's a marriage. I really don't want to be married to this person anymore. And then you think, well, we own a home together. We have children together. We have joint bank accounts together. We have family, blah, blah, blah. And what happens? The stress comes, the anxiety comes, the tension comes because you feel trapped. So once your glass fills capacity of 8 ounces, once your body reaches capacity, it can't take anymore. So it sends symptoms. In most cases, they are physical symptoms. So if you check back to other episodes, you realize I went to the doctor, and what did the doctor say? Oh, well, it could be this. Take this pill. Or rest. Don't do anything. Or get exercise. Walk more. Lift more weights. Do strength training. Get a hip replacement. Get a shoulder replacement. Get an injection in your knee. Take this arthritis medication. So that puts a little Band-Aid on it. That gets rid of the symptom. And maybe you start to feel better, right? So you go a week, you go a month. In some cases, you may go a year. And then either the symptom comes back or another symptom shows up. And what does that do? That scares us, right? So now we get anxiety, we get tension, we get fear, and we're back in that loop again. When all along, the antidote for it was relaxing, thinking through things, not stressing out about things, thinking about what we're thinking about and what we're feeling, and starting there, starting to think different, starting to feel different. All right? Again, I want to emphasize starting to think different. My job is fine, or get another job. My boss is fine, or communicate with them, or change departments, or find another job. My relationship is fine. I'm just worried when there's no need to worry. and I communicate about it, right? I ask questions. I ask the other person what they need. What do they want? I explain to them what I need and what I want. I communicate about it. We come to some type of agreement and we move on, but we don't carry the stress of not knowing. We don't carry the stress of thinking something's happening that really is not happening. If it doesn't work out, if we can't come to an agreement, then we move on. That's us regulating our bodies. That's us not allowing our cups to overflow. That's us not allowing our body to overflow with anxiety, stress, and tension, and then sending us things that don't make us feel good. If everything was going great in life for everyone, we wouldn't even need a medical system. We wouldn't need tons of painkillers on the shelves of the pharmacy. We wouldn't need prescriptions. Everyone would be happy and joyful and excited. And pain would go away. Anxiety would go away. Stress would go away. Bodies would feel great. Bodies would thrive. People would thrive. People would be happy. People would make money. People would be in great relationships. And people would have healthy bodies that worked perfectly. But we get trapped in these loops of things are not going well. We start thinking, what's going to happen now? I'm not going to have enough money. I'm not going to have a job. I'm not going to have a spouse. My children won't like me. My boss won't like me. My parents won't like me. I'm not enough. I'm not doing enough. I need to do more. So if you're thinking all of these types of things, friends, how is that going to make you feel? Sad, right? Angry, lonely, disconnected, hopeless, helpless. And what do you think all of those types of feelings do to your body? They start to break down your body. Now, as far as whether limiting beliefs are true or not, again, that's a completely different episode. But I will say very quickly, when you have a thought that's negative, it's your thought, it's your creation. Why wouldn't you just think something positive? Instead of thinking my spouse doesn't love me, my boyfriend, my girlfriend doesn't want me, why wouldn't you just think, I know my girlfriend loves me. I know my wife loves me. I know my husband wants me. I know I'm desirable. You're thinking that thought just the same way as you're thinking the negative thought. So that's where it all begins, basically. How are you thinking? What are you allowing yourself to think? And what is your justification for thinking the negative thought versus thinking the positive thought or the happy thought or the good thought? That thing that you're thinking is the thing that's causing you to feel bad and constantly feeling bad or regularly feeling bad or frequently feeling bad is causing stress, tension, and anxiety. That's causing your glass to run over, and that's causing your body to say, we need to stop. We need to take a break. We need to pause. We need to sit back and think things through. We need to relax. We need to take a nap. We need to take a day off or a week off or a month off. We need to quit this job. We need to end this relationship. We need to have a serious talk with our children or a serious talk with our family or a serious talk with our partner. That's what the body is telling us. The body is saying, this is what I need. Once you fix your thinking, you start to fix how you're feeling. Once you start to fix how you're feeling, you start to feel differently, and that changes your spirit, which means now you're more happy. Now you're more joyful. Now you have a better outlook on life. You expect to have enough money. You expect to have a good relationship. You expect to get along with your children or your parents or your boss or your spouse or your partner. Do you see how all of that works hand in hand, in tandem, in flow? And to think that at the root of it, the cause of all of it is simply, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? What you're thinking is affecting what you're feeling. What you're feeling is affecting your life on a number of levels. Your relationships, your health, and your wealth. So connect with what you're thinking, connect with what you're feeling, connect with your spirit. If you're a happy, outgoing, loud person and you're in a relationship with someone that totally just can't get on board with that, I don't like that you're so happy all the time, I don't like that you're always loud, then clearly that's not the person to be with. That's not the relationship to stay in. That's not what your spirit needs. That's not what your spirit wants. And that's not who you are. So what do you get? Stress, tension, anxiety. What does that lead to? Physical symptoms, physical pain, headaches, stomach aches, back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, foot pain. Maybe in some cases a diagnosis. So if you go and you get an MRI or an X-ray and they say, oh yeah, this thing's going on with your back. Maybe that is there, but would it hurt? Would it cause pain if you were not stressed out and thinking horribly? In a lot of cases, it would not. Because what happens is you go and you get a fix. Maybe you get a replacement. Maybe you get a surgery and you feel good months, years, and then it comes back. Why did it come back? Well, because you fixed the physical thing, but you didn't fix the mental thing. You're still thinking terribly. You're still stressed out. You still have anxiety. You still have tension. Perhaps you're still in the same relationship. Perhaps you're still shutting down and not communicating. Perhaps you still have the same relationship with your children or your parents or your spouse or your boss. And now you're in a loop. You're trying to fix things with a Band-Aid. The Band-Aid comes off and the real wound is not even healed. So, are you experiencing things that are physical and you think that maybe they're caused by something mental? And that is ruining your spirit. Comment below and let me know. Send a text to fan mail on your podcast platform. I hope this resonates. I hope this helps. And I hope this makes you think about what you're thinking. Join me for the next episode. Enjoy your day.
Well, that's our show for today. I truly hope you enjoyed and gained some personal knowledge. Please download, like, and share if you believe someone may benefit from today's show. Again, please send me a text message with any questions about connection, emotions, chronic pain, and how the three are related by clicking fan mail in the show description. Video footage is available on YouTube at My Connected Life. Thank you for listening, and let's connect again in a few days.